Yo, what's good, Josh? Your boy Jvrse, man. Back with another video. Welcome back to the Reality of Jvrse channel. Hopefully, y'all have been enjoying the uploads. The content has been solid for y'all. That's what I'm hoping for. I want to see more of y'all in the comment section, man. I know y'all watch the videos, y'all drop the likes, but I make these videos so I can really see y'all in the comment section, man. And I want y'all to give me videos to react to. So we're not just doing the straight reactions that I pick or just doing the Jvrse unspoken of just, any conversations that we're having. I want y'all to give me stuff to react to. I want y'all to bring some conversations to me that maybe I can dive into with Jvrse Unspoken. Y'all let me know. But without further ado, man, I want to jump into this video that I just came upon a couple of days ago. And I want to share it with y'all. I didn't watch the whole thing. Y'all know we only watched like maybe like a couple seconds, and we just kind of using our mind to see, like, is this a video that's going to be worth reacting to? And I definitely think that this one is, man. I think this is going to help a lot of the ladies. I think that's who this video is directed to. It could be men, but we gonna see. We gonna see. Like I said, I don't know. I just saw it. I paused it when I got like a couple seconds in, and I sent it to myself in DMs on my other page, and we about to go crazy. All right, so let's lock in. Let's see what this lady has to say. Let's go ahead and move this screen over. Y'all know all of our reactions are live, and we watch it together, just like that boy Solo Illuminati, man. I'm telling you, he did it the right way. We want the authenticity when we watch this stuff. So let's go ahead and dive into this, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section after we break this down. Let's go.
When it comes to respect, a lot of women don't consider it at all. They just see it as him not understanding her, not realizing that it might be her not understanding him. I'm gonna give you as an example because we've all been here. It's like when a woman wants to vent to a man and wants him to listen, but the man's natural reaction is to give a solution. There's a lot of women that get upset about that. Then the man gets irritated because he feels like you don't respect the effort he's putting in trying to help you. I mean, if you actually put your emotions to the side, logic will actually tell you that you can't get mad at someone for wanting to help you with the issue that you're having. This is a woman getting mad because you're not speaking her language. Another example, a woman is heading out with her friends. She throws on something that's way too revealing. In these times, that's been normalized and actually encouraged. But the man, however, feels like it's too much. In his head, he's saying, you're disrespecting me by having your body all exposed like that and actually being cool with it. He feels she's not representing him correctly, so he says something about it. And he probably asked her why she's not wearing something that's more appropriate. The woman catches an attitude when he tries to communicate that to her because she feels like that he's now being controlling and out of line. And what's worse is her friends are probably the one instigating it and egging her on. But the man is not wrong. He's looking at it like, we're together, I represent you, you represent me, and you can't just be out here carrying yourself any kind of way because now it makes me look like that I'm with someone that's for the streets. When it comes to respect, a lot.
All right, she gave us a handful. I don't know who this woman is. You're a gem. You're a gem in your thinking, in your mental. We need not more women like you. We need the mindset, this same mindset, to be in more of our women. We appreciate the uniqueness and the diversity of all of the women that are in the world, but this mindset is needed. It is so necessary, especially if you're a person that wants marriage in your future, even a healthy relationship just in general. Like, I mean, I don't think that anybody really plans on being girlfriend and boyfriend forever in a dating relationship. I think the end goal is that you marry that person if you're going to stick by their side for so long. And this is going to be a key that you need. This is a gem. All right. We're going to break this down. And I think we might just watch it again because, like I said, she said a handful, and I don't want to run through this and make this video all super long. So let's go ahead. Let's chop this up and kind of get to the gist of what she's saying and elaborate on this. All right. For our reaction, let's go.
A lot of women don't consider it at all. They just see it as him not understanding her, not realizing that it might be her not understanding him. I'm gonna give you as an example because we've all been here. It's like when a woman wants to vent to a man and wants him to listen, but the man's natural reaction is to give a solution. There's a lot of women that get upset about that. Then the man gets irritated because he feels like you don't respect the effort he's putting in trying to help you.
So let's stop right there. First of all, as a man, I've been in this place plenty of times. And I love my girlfriend, John. If you see this video, salute to you, because she is actually taking heed to understanding just the way that I work, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Likewise for myself, I've taken heed to understand that, she's a woman, she's emotional, and a lot of the times when she is expressing herself is coming from a place of how she feels, opposed to the actual logic behind it. And you gotta have both. You can't just have all logic and not be aware of how you feel and disregard how you feel. And that's what I've learned from her. Because as men, a lot of times we disregard how we feel, and we just take, whatever it is that we're dealing with at face value. And there's a time for that, but that's not always healthy to just do that. It is times where you have to pull in how you feel. You might have to cry about some stuff. You might have to, talk about some things to, get a release. But there's a time for that. And what she's breaking down here is talking about, and she's giving a scenario when a woman feels misunderstood about something, or when she has an issue with something and she brings it to the man and he immediately gives a solution. Now, what a lot of women have to understand that I feel like that they don't get, and it turns into a form of disrespect, is you have to understand that men are solutionists. When you bring us problems, immediately, a man is a provider, right? So immediately what we think about is providing a solution to your problem. We don't want to sit there and just talk about the fact that you have a problem all day. We want to fix your problem. That's what men are here to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want to do. That's what we desire and long to do, especially with our women. If we love you, we want to help you fix your problems. Not necessarily that we want to be the fix to your problems all the time, but we want to help you fix your problems. We want to help you find a solution so that you don't keep running into the same issue. You don't keep running around in circles. And I think a lot of the time that women put themselves in a place where they feel like they're not being heard because there's not an emotional focus when the concern is being brought. It's not so much talk about how you felt about the problem. It's more so about, okay, what do you want to do about the problem? And I think a lot of the times that there's moments where as men, we should take a step back and be like, okay, well, how did you feel when this happened? How do you feel about the fact that you went through this particular thing, or you've been going through this particular thing? How do you feel about that person? How do you feel about me? Because sometimes we could even be the problem. How do you feel about me? How do you feel when I do this particular thing? And then after we get past the emotional standpoint, now we need to talk about what needs to be done, the solution, the logic behind it. Because logic will tell you, okay, you have this particular issue and this is why. And it can't always be just a straight jump of the gun straight to, okay, this is the problem, here's the solution. Sometimes you got to dissect that thing. It's like a math problem. I like to think of a lot of the situations that I go through with my significant other, like mathematical equations. You got to go in depth and you have to dissect to really understand why a thing happens. That way you can be able to get methods. You can get a plan. You can develop a mindset to attack whatever that issue is head on and meet the emotional and the logical standpoints, what I'm saying, that your woman may be, going through or maybe dealing with as men. But ladies, you got to understand that men are logical. So a lot of times when you bring issues to us, we're thinking about how we could fix them. Men don't spend a whole lot of time talking about how we feel about a specific thing, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be honest with you, and this is probably going to stump on a lot of people's toes. It really doesn't matter about how you feel. The world don't care about how you feel. So after you get past, you take you a little minute, you know what I'm saying? And when I say a minute, you might take you, 20, 30 minutes, maybe even an hour to be upset about a particular thing. An hour is a long time, but you might take you that time to be upset about something. Now we got to find the logic behind it. We can't go days being upset about a particular thing. No, we're not going to bed upset. We're going to be mad or slow to wrath. We're going to be a little upset, feel how we going to feel. We're going to say, all right, this is what it is. What can I do to fix it? And that's men and women. It shouldn't just be, women are emotional and, it's the feminine energy that comes in. I hear all of that. But logic surpasses all of those things. And logic will tell you, this is how you feel, but this is what you got to do so that you can not feel like that. And that's the point that we got to get to. And I think that's what the synopsis of everything she's saying is, understanding, men understanding women and women understanding men, that Lady, when you bring me a problem, I'm thinking about fixing it. I know you feel this way. I know your feelings was hurt. I know I did you wrong, or I know this person did you wrong. I know that the job ain't doing you right. They're not paying you enough. I know that you're upset about that. I know you don't like that. I know that you're angry about that. I get it. What can we do about it though? And men don't always jump the gun and just be talking about what can we do about it. Ask her how she feel. Ask her how she felt about the particular thing happening and where she wants to go from there. That's important too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I feel like that's kind of the gist of what she was trying to pour out in this video. And I want to say this too. This is the final thing I'll say, and I'll go ahead and end this video. Men and women in relationships have to understand too that when you get into arguments and disagreements, it's not about what person is wrong or who's wrong in a particular regard, or really even what the problem is. It's more so about, okay, how can we fix it and how can we get on one accord? If you bring an issue to me and I'm super logical and it starts to irritate you and frustrate you, don't just shut me out and not talk to me because I'm being logical and it's getting on your nerves. Let me say what I need to say. If it frustrates you and we can't talk about it at that moment, let's leave it alone and come back to it later. Because a lot of times, sometimes people will be right, and we just don't want to deal with the fact that people are saying we need to hear in a moment, or people are acknowledging where we should be. You know what I'm saying? After we come to terms with how we feel in that moment, that we just don't we feel that, and so we just completely block out and ignore and disregard good knowledge, good wisdom that's being poured into us, a solution that we really need to a problem. So we don't keep going down the same thing, keep running around in that same circle, in that same loop. Okay, so like when you argue, it's not about who has the upper hand. If she loses and you in a relationship with her, you lose. If he loses and you in a relationship with him, you lose. Because it's not about beating each other in arguments. It's about meeting in the middle, understanding where each other is coming from, and sometimes being in the place where it's like, you know what, babe, you're right. Man, male or female, you're right. This is how we need to go about this. Let's do it. Let's do it together. And when you can get there, man, a lot of the issues and the arguments and disagreements and stuff like that, arguing is the most healthiest thing that you could do, but you got to know how to argue. You got to know the correct way to argue. Every argument shouldn't be the end of the world. Every argument shouldn't be about breaking y'all apart and separating and telling a person how much you hate them. I practice not saying things that I don't mean, especially in arguments, because that's the one time that you actually are going to say some stuff that you don't mean. Like even with jokes, you might say something that you don't mean, and it could make a person feel a way and you don't know. But in an argument, it's literally set up for you to get frustrated and tear you apart. That's how the devil play on you. So when you get into an argument, recognize where you're at, recognize the attacks too, and find a way to meet in the middle. Always figure out a way to meet in the middle and have understanding. Even if y'all walk away and y'all upset, find a way to have understanding. Because if y'all can find a way to have understanding, man, even if you upset, it's going to, you know, babe, I appreciate you for hearing me out. I appreciate you for seeing my mindset and for allowing me to see yours. And you know, right now, I understand that I'm a little upset, you a little upset. But we gonna make it. We gonna get through it. We gonna pass through this. So, man, I love this video. This video was solid, man. If y'all did enjoy this video, make sure that y'all hit the like button. I enjoyed this, and I did the talking. But I'm gonna go back and watch this thing, man, because it was good. Y'all hit the like button if y'all did enjoy this video. Make sure you share it with somebody. And some of y'all are watching and you aren't subscribed. Please hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell so that you don't miss anything going on with the reality of Jvrse, man. Because I want more of you. I want some of y'all to even come on here and have these discussions with me live. I want face cam. I want all of it. So let's lock in, man. Let's do this thing together. And I will get up with y'all in the next video, man. It's your boy Jvrse. I greet you with the words peace and love, man. I'm out.